Give me the team in the AFC you trust the most right now to win the Super Bowl.
Buffalo. That's easy.
Every one of these teams is kind of ass in some position or position unit.
The only guy that's beaten Allen in the playoffs is Mahomes.
They do not profile like a 10-win team. They profile like 7-win type teams. I can't wait to let 18 to 22 year olds close to the I made a call, to Vegas. I said, look, we actually need a favor here.
Welcome in, Bearbats NFL Weekend Preview. Bear, as always, joined by Sammy P and Geoff Schwartz. Biggest game this weekend is the Thursday night game in Seattle between the Rams and the Seahawks. And that affects, I think, a lot of futures market, future bets that you could face. That one seed obviously in play there, division in play there, road to the NFC Championship game. Kind of future bets you guys looking at right now that you might have in pocket, or maybe you're looking to make now?
Chiefs win the division? Is that still up?
Well, I was looking at a really good price for the Chiefs to win the AFC.
Yeah. I think those are now over. Look, I've been on the Broncos for a couple of weeks now. I think I told you guys that. I believe in them, and Bo Nix is making me look a little smarter. Now, you can't take them now because of the price, and maybe if they lose this weekend to Jacksonville, it's a better time to hop in on Denver. I think I like the Rams too. I kind of want to wait for Thursday to happen. If they lose, they're probably not the 1 seed, right? And they're the 5 seed now. There's a lot of value in taking them then at that point. And then I think whoever wins the North in the AFC, just fade them because they probably get Buffalo or New England potentially in that 4-5 matchup on probably Saturday night. I would imagine that game a playoff weekend. I would look to fade the North division winner.
Piggybacking off your point about Denver, there's a price on Sean Payton right now. He's 20-1 to win Coach of the Year. I mean, there's a path for 15-2, and Mike Vrabel's still plus 130. They could lose Sunday night. Is Sean Payton 20-1 Coach of the Year a bad idea, Bear?
No, it's not. And there are quite a few coaches out there. Like, I think we all assume it was going to be Vrabel, and I think if the Patriots do win that division, he probably still will get it based on what the expectations were for that team before the year. But if you look at Sean Payton, if you look at Kyle Shanahan, what happens if they get the right result in Seattle and the Niners went out with all those injuries, and they could not only win that division but be the 1 seed? What about DeMeco Ryans and the Texans? That defense right now is playing great, and maybe they are. And Liam Cohen. I mean, there are a lot of options right now. Mike McDonald in Seattle as well. I mean, I think it ultimately will be Vrabel just because of the narrative and the story and before the year. But you're right. There are a lot of guys I think you can make a case for. Where are we in comeback player of the year? We betting Phillip Rivers at 3-1.
Is he 3-1 now?
Oh yeah,
He was
off the loss.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Off the loss.
Yeah,
Like,
3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah.
Why? He threw for 120 yards.
He completed 9 passes behind the line of scrimmage.
Are people insane?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Absolutely insane. What I'm worried about is the great price we got on Schlesinger to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm not worried about Pierce.
Right.
I'm worried about the kid from Seattle, because if Seattle wins the next couple of games, they're the 1 seed. Well, I think Schlesinger had a better season. To be 3-14 and win the Defensive Rookie of the Year feels a little difficult to do here. Okay, guys, give me the team in the AFC you trust the most right now to win the Super Bowl.
Buffalo. That's easy. That's the easiest question of the day. I know you guys hate Buffalo.
No, hey, Buffalo, they play no defense.
I don't care. I get Josh Allen. I don't care.
They win one certain way, though. That's my problem.
They have the best player in the league.
Absolutely true.
Okay.
And no Chiefs in the way this year.
That's
Houston.
it. The only guy that's beaten Allen in the playoffs is Mahomes.
Houston.
I don't see almost every team has something that I think is an issue in the AFC, and their offensive line to me is not good enough to be a Super Bowl team.
And they don't. The team I bet, and I think you can still get the same 750 number. I bet Jacksonville. but here, that's to your point.
It's such a
To your point, that's every one of these
You're
teams.
Trevor Lawrence got to win 3 playoff games. Oh my God!
Every one of these teams is kind of ass in some position or position unit.
And that's
why, and that's why I get Sammy's point with just going with the best quarterback and the best player. I get it, but I'm also with you. I think that defense has a lot of problems.
Think about it. 3 of their last 4 wins, off the top of my head, 44-32 Tampa Bay, right? 39-34 Cincinnati, and 35-31. Like they have to win that one way because their defense is atrocious. Now, they can do it. You're absolutely right. Josh Allen's incredible, but also it is a lot of Josh Allen hero ball. And in the postseason, that tends to be a little tougher for them to do. Now, again, the Chiefs are out of it, which certainly helps them just psyche-wise.
So is Burrow, and maybe Lamar is out. We'll see. I fully expect the Bills to lose in devastating fashion in the AFC Championship. Like, I wholeheartedly expect
Houston
that.
goes to Buffalo in the AFC Championship game, just like kicks a game-winning field goal to win.
Did you
19-16.
Did you watch the second half though? I mean, they did whatever they wanted against a Patriots defense that knew what was coming and they couldn't stop it.
Yeah, I downgraded two teams essentially from this past weekend the most in my brain. No, I don't have power rankings. Was New England. You can't be 24-3 and lose at home and me expect you that was an opportunity for you to put your foot down on a division rival and win the division. It was a hat and t-shirt game, right? You win that game, you get a hat and t-shirt for division winners. And then when it's Seattle, I can't do their offense in any sort of big game. That's why tomorrow night, Thursday night, I'm looking forward to because they're playing a real defense again. Darnold has played in essentially 3 games in the last year and 2 games where that mattered. And he played poorly in all 3 of them. Week 17 last year, the playoff game threw 3 interceptions in the first game against Los Angeles. Now, there is right now an atmospheric river happening in the Pacific Northwest. Like the rain, I think, is moving south a little bit before kickoff on Thursday night. But the wind could be there. No Devontae Adams for the Rams. I mean, it feels like an under game, 2017, something like that. But I like the Rams as my favorite.
Ooh, under 46.5 to 42.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You hear
the weather report is out.
Atmospheric rain, man.
There are some massive prices, Sammy, on the Packers to miss the playoffs. Is that worth the stab with all the injuries that they have? Go to the Bears. I know everyone has whatever opinion they want of the Bears. Go to the Bears Sunday. Ravens, who may still be in contention to need that game. And then they go to Minnesota, and you know that the Vikings are going to be taking that game serious. Like, there's a chance Pack go 9-7-1 and miss, right?
What's the number on them?
I was looking at Detroit to make, conversely. I mean, sort of the same thought process. Like, rather than
what's Packers to miss?
They're like plus. It's close to. It's like plus 800 or something. Plus 700.
The Parsons injury. Out of all injuries we saw this past weekend, the one that hurts their team most now is Micah Parsons, right? Because Micah Parsons did so much for this team. They had to double, triple team him, so the eyeballs are going to Micah Parsons' game plan all week. The eyeballs are going to him during games. It freed up everyone else. Without Parsons in there, their pass rush isn't great anyways, and now it's worse without him in there. And now everyone can focus on blocking the other guys on their front. And contrary to popular belief that was said this week, it's not Bo Nix's fault that Micah Parsons got hurt. No matter how you want to spin that weird comment about how Micah Parsons got hurt, he got hurt because it sucks. That's just what the NFL is. The injuries are 100% injury rate, and that's a psychological loss for them. They traded a lot for him. He's been playing really good, and it's just a loss in depth, man. I don't know if the Packers defensively can make enough happen.
They're without Kraft. They're without Watson for some time.
Wyatt as well. Yeah, plus 550 is a price.
There's a 7-1 at MGM.
There's a 7-1
to miss
that's what
on Green Bay.
And the path for the Lions is they need to win out, and they need to get the Packers out of that. They need the Packers to win this week, right? To beat the Bears. That way
so many flawed teams, man, this year. It's crazy, right?
There's going to be a double-digit NFC team that doesn't make it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It's crazy.
There'll be more talk about just straight seeding moving forward. Which was, remember, they brought that up this past year.
I know they did.
In the NFL, just straight seeding.
God, a playoff with potentially the Lions not in the playoff, out. AFC, no Burrow, no Mahomes, maybe no Lamar.
No Rodgers.
Wow. No, their Steelers are in. We need them in because we all have, right? We all have Steelers to lose in the wild card round. Yes.
I don't have it. I'm rooting for you guys though.
Yes, because look, think about it. If New England wins the division, which is still likely, Pittsburgh's going to host Buffalo. I will take Buffalo, Sammy.
All right,
in that game.
So now we only need 2 more wins.
2 more wins
to get to the Super Bowl.
The last team that went through the wild card round to make the Super Bowl was
Chiefs, right?
No, they had a home game. They won the division. I think it's the 11 Giants or the 12 Ravens, right?
The Chiefs had 3 games.
The Giants definitely did it because they went to Lambeau and beat the Packers.
Now, Tom Brady in 2020 had a home game round 1, right? And then they went on the road 2 straight weeks to get to where they needed to go, but they won the division that year. So like the wild card teams just have not won the 3 road games in a row in a long time to get to the Super Bowl.
Thank you for that.
Just letting you know. Just letting you know. It's big. Got to win the
Great.
division. All right, let's move on to our best bets here. Bear, I'll let you go first here. Big conference game here.
It could be an AFC Championship game preview. The Broncos and the Jaguars. I like Jacksonville. My reaction last week when Sammy told me that the Packers were 2.5-point favorite in Denver, I couldn't believe it, and it worked out well with Denver getting the win there. I like to play emotional spots in the NFL. So much all your eggs in the basket now, and Knicks played great last week.
Yeah.
I don't think that offense will look as good this week. Jaguars getting the full field goal here on the road. I think Jacksonville's a team that, like, I can't believe that I'm saying they're a legitimate contender in the AFC to get to the Super Bowl, but I think they are. They've just here we go now, Jeff. That you just heard. I don't know if you heard the phone or not.
I did.
We heard the phone.
We heard the phone. This was a conversation that we had a couple weeks back about how like nobody could believe that like I was a Game of Thrones fan. My ringtone was
I saw that.
Game
I
of
did see
Thrones.
that. I just did not expect that from you.
I thought I had the phone on silent. So
Was that Coach Cristobal?
No, that was Spam Risk. Spam Risk is a very popular phone call of mine.
I see your watch right there. I keep waiting for Delta notification to pop up for you, so I'm hoping you don't get one of those today. By the way, Tom Brady in 2020 did go through the wild card. He won 3 road games to get to the Super Bowl. So that's
the year they beat
They went Washington, New Orleans, Green Bay.
And Josh Allen will be the next one.
He'll be the next one. He'll be the next one to do it.
Oh, that's right.
All right, my first best bet is the Titans plus 3.5 here against the Chiefs. I think the Titans win the game outright.
Whoa!
I came in here last week and told you guys I thought the Chiefs weren't going to beat the Chargers. Did not understand that number here. What are the Chiefs playing for? They're out of the playoffs for the first time in 11 seasons.
Better off losing the game.
Their quarterback is out for the rest of the year. As of right now, their top 3 offensive tackles are hurt. Their all-pro right guard is hurt. Chris Jones had a hamstring injury. He came back and played the rest of the game, but I don't know if he's going to go this week. Trent McDuffie, the number 1 corner, is out on the road at Tennessee. Tennessee's feisty, man. Like, I just think Tennessee won't treat this game like the Chiefs are in the playoffs. Still the Chiefs. And it's not like the Chiefs offense is easy and you just insert Gardner Minshew into an easy offense. The offense doesn't function anyways well. And now I don't see it. So I think Tennessee covers at 3.5.
This full heel turn on the Chiefs, your favorite team, is awesome.
It's not a heel turn. I just feel like I'm honest about it. I told you guys last week.
You were.
I came on here and said last week they weren't going to win. I took the Chargers plus 5.5.
Well, I remember too, this was after the 10th game. They were 5-5. And Bear said something like, well, they could go 5-2. And you were like, ah!
You were like, how?
Not going
No, you're right.
5-2, right?
And I just feel it coming. And look, it's unfortunate, obviously. And hopefully Mahomes is back next year. They have a lot of things to do. We have we have plenty of time to talk about the Chiefs' offseason moves, which they'll have to do plenty of them. But let's get to Sammy. Your best bet here, your first one.
Yeah, not the greatest number considering you could have laid sub 3, but even at 3, I'm going to lay Baltimore. This is Sunday night. Bear, I would really like to see how New England recovers. I think there's something to be said about playing off adversity, and to blow that lead, you had your division rival dead to rights. And you couldn't finish it, and now you got to get back off the mat and take on a Lamar team that is still fighting for playoffs. I like Baltimore -3.
Yeah, no, there are a lot of, I forget what the theory that they call it, like your invincibility, like that first loss, like teams that get off to like a really good start and Cinderella type teams, and they suffer that first loss, and it's like, oh no, how do you bounce back from that? And a lot of times you see losing streaks.
The Ravens, the final score was not really indicative of how that game was played last week. Their offense still has tons of problems. They can't score. Like, they just can't score. I mean, what was it, 24-0? They had defensive touchdown in that game. Right. That's my concern with them in every game. Like, what happened to their offense, man? It's just
market is betting against New England big time.
Completely. No, I get your angle about the disappointment after that loss, and it's a game they had to finish. I'm just saying, the Ravens offense to me, I don't know about them. I don't know about any of these teams. I hate all these teams. Bear,
All of these teams.
Let's go to your bonus bet here.
I know the Eagles did what they did against the Raiders.
Everyone does.
But it's the Raiders. It's like the
Raiders.
ultimate get-right game in a league. This is 6.5 now. I don't think it's going to get to 7. Divisional rivals, we know Jaden Daniels is out now. Like, Mariota is still a very competent backup quarterback.
There you go. You said it right.
I know I said it right.
After 15 years, he asked for his last name.
I always said it right.
You always had the T in there?
Yes.
Mariota. Okay.
Yes.
I said it Mariota to his face, by the way. And he didn't correct any of us. For
You called him last name to his face?
Probably didn't to his face, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I told you my story about he pretended.
Tough guy over. I told him to his face.
He pretended to know who I was. One time it was the nice.
That was very polite and very nice of him.
He pretended to know who I was. I introduced myself to him. I said, "Hey, this is Geoff Schwartz, played Oregon before you. Thanks for everything you do for Oregon." He said, "Oh yeah, Jeff, yeah." Like one of those things.
Yeah.
I was like, "You have no idea who I am. There's no reason he'd know who I was."
That was like when we went to dinner the one day. We're leaving dinner and somebody saw him and was like, "Hey, Mitch." Hey, Mitch. Remember that guy? We were leaving the pizza joint.
Probably not.
Oh, it was awesome.
I tune it out.
Okay, fair enough.
But that would not surprise me. All right, my speaking of teams I hate, the Panthers +3 is my next bet. I just think it's too much for the Bucs in this spot. The Bucs just are not. It's sort of the same thing with everyone else. Like, they're just not playing crisp football right now. And the Panthers basically this season have been win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. And that was a game last week.
Lose is a favorite, win is a dog.
Correct. They should have won last week. And they didn't finish the game. It's been a problem of theirs at times this season. Tampa Bay still just whatever it is, they're not doing things to win football games. They've lost 5 of the last 6. Todd Bowles gets on 7 F-bombs in his post-game
What
rant
was that?
after the game. Well, I think he sounds like a coach who's very frustrated, but he believes they're game planning correctly and that players aren't executing the game plan, Bear. So I like Carolina here +3. You get them to still win the division at a decent price. If they win this game, they play Bucs again in 2 weeks. Week 18 is going to be either 2 games, Bear, will be the Sunday night game. Steelers, Ravens, it could be Bucs and Panthers. Because the NFL likes that winner in game, right?
Yes,
Like,
they
that's
do.
what they like. And both those games will end up being winning in as well. All right, Sam.
I'm Mike Tirico along with Chris Collinsworth, and welcome to the Big Sombrero.
Now here's a guy.
Welcome to is Tampa would be at Tampa. Tampa, Carolina would be in.
I said the Big Sombrero.
in Tampa Bay.
I
All right.
know it's not the Big Sombrero anymore. I know that. It's whatever Raymond James Stadium.
What
whatever.
used to be called the Big Sombrero?
Yeah.
No.
So it was
When
old.
was that?
That was old Tampa Stadium.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah, looked like a sombrero.
I mean, I'm too young for that.
Oh man,
Are you too young for that?
I don't know what we're talking about.
I played at Raymond James. The name
come! Oh, you really?
yeah.
That's what Berman used to call it on Sunday night prime.
The old Tampa Bay Stadium used to be like
Yeah.
it looked like a sombrero. So that's why.
Are you going to do it or no?
Big sombrero. He's the best. He's the best.
I don't know.
I know. I don't work there anymore, but he's a friend and he's the best.
I don't know.
He is awesome.
I don't know where.
I've seen him in Boston a couple times. He's an investor in one of the bars I go to.
Is he the bartender?
No,
No,
The secret
No.
bartender?
he's not.
All right, Sammy, you have one more to give us here between the Steelers and Lions.
Yeah, I know I just sort of hinted at a Detroit playoff bet, potentially at +150, but I can't believe this number's out to 7 now. And maybe we get some good news on TJ Watt. I don't expect him to play, but if he does, that would be a bonus. You're shaking your head no?
No, I just can't believe that another player got dry needle and had their lung
unbelievable.
get punctured, which happened to Tyrod Taylor. Remember Tyrod Taylor, right? That's happened.
We would never have
Justin
seen.
Herbert.
We would never have seen Justin Herbert
Justin
if that.
Herbert.
If that.
Like I get dry needle all the time. I've had dry needles in my neck. I've had them in my face before, my jawline. I've had them all over my body. We've never done the chest or the back. Like I've done the back, but like for that to happen, I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't know how a professional whose job it is to make sure these guys stay healthy is able to, the needle goes too deep and punctures the lung to where he has to have surgery to fix it.
I took 7. This total tells us both teams are going to score. Obviously, that's a high total. Bear, yes, that's a 51.5 in a Steelers
I
game.
was going to say,
Please tell Mrs. Bear that I'm on the Steelers.
I will. I mean,
Tell She came today in studio.
No,
I'm excited to see.
So this will be
see her.
Sunday. This will be Sunday afternoon. I think we're still at sea. Are we at sea on Sunday? Where are we on Sunday?
Must be nice. Where am I going to be? I don't know.
We're at sea. We'll be.
To be fair, my family's going skiing next week, and I'm not going, and I cannot wait for 6 days. I think.
Wow.
I might. The menu's gonna.
I was just about to say, what's on the menu?
Oh, buddy, immaculate. It's going to be whatever I want for 6 days. The house will be quiet. I have to put the tree out though on the 25th. That's my job.
No. It stays up until your wife gets back.
So her two options are either drag it out this Sunday night, or wait till the 27th.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. You are not to remove the tree.
What if it's removed on Sunday night? Is that worse?
Now, do you just pick the tree up over your shoulder and carry it out, or how does that work?
I can, but she just drags it out herself.
It's great.
It's a 14-foot tree, man.
It's so great. It's like the highlight video of the year.
The tree is dead by this point too, so it's
tree dead. His wife just dragging it out.
It's a workout. It's a workout for the week. Instead of pushing sleds and pulling sleds, she pulls the tree out. All right, Super 6 presented by DraftKings, guys. Which QB will have the most passing yards? Jacoby Brissett versus Atlanta, Dak Prescott versus the Chargers. Sammy's favorite quarterback, Love. No, sorry, not Love. I thought Caleb Williams there. Love at Chicago, Lawrence at Denver. I forgot you're a Caleb Williams stan.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd go Love because if the Bears keep doing what they're doing, they're going to blitz. And that's not good against Jordan Love. So I'll go Jordan Love.
How'd the group chat bounce back last week after the Bears win?
The group thread has lost its mind. Not only are the Bears making
Super Bowl,
a playoff run, but now Colston Loveland and Monangai and Luther Burden are future All-Pros.
Are they betting offensive rookie of the year, any of those guys?
No, they just overreact in the group thread.
Luther Burden has played better, though.
He's hurt now. I saw that. By the way, I've got a Dunze over 850.5 yards. He didn't play last week, and he might not play this week. He's at like 660. He was at 660 after 12 games or 13 games.
Speaking about rookies, quickly, can Tyler Shuck win offensive rookie of the year?
Offensive rookie of the year.
Because Henderson's now the favorite.
Yeah, I know.
That's going to flip every week. If they play bad this week, it'll go back to
flip back.
Vrabel will just give the ball to Stevenson all game.
And Stevenson will fumble. It'll give it back.
It feels like Dart is out of it, I think. And Ibuka is second choice right there.
McMillan.
He dropped that pass. He caught that pass. I said the NFL
he's like third choice now. But
we have to hedge our bet, presumably, because we 3 of the 4 feel likely to happen.
We have got the great number on Ibuka. We got the great number on Dart. And I did get Henderson prior to last week at 16.
Ooh.
So
I thought about Shuck. I thought about if he plays another 3 weeks like he has, and they go over their win total. It's
Monangai, Sammy P's Chicago chat guy.
You can't be running back 2 and win.
Sure you can.
Of the year.
The group thread's insane. All I want to do is leave.
I will take Dak Prescott against the Chargers in this game as my leading passer.
Do the Falcons have any? I am not betting on the Cardinals this week. By the way, I refuse to do it. Do the Cardinals have any receivers left?
Well, Michael Wilson's turned into.
I was about to say Michael Wilson's the only play because the Falcons stink. They're terrible.
Yeah, they beat the Bucs though.
Chargers defense is good. Love at Chicago. Lawrence. Give me Trevor at Denver. I'm gonna give me the old Trevor Lawrence.
Big Jags guy.
Big Jags over here. I can't wait to get the sporadic text on Sunday. I can't believe I bet on the Jags.
Nah, you won't get that. You won't get that. I promise.
Any words on Tua being benched before we get out of here?
Rough.
Yeah. Owe him $54 million next season.
Good luck.
Guaranteed.
With that.
Skill and injury.
But you know what? At least you're going to find out kind of what you have with Quinn Ewers.
Could have drafted Justin Herbert though.
Yes, they should have. And we joked about it before with Phillip Rivers. If you're the Colts now and you know you're not making the playoffs, why are you not playing either Richardson, who's now cleared to play, or Riley Leonard? Why are you?
I thought Leonard had a knee thing.
He didn't have an injury.
So he
didn't have an injury designation last week on the injury report.
They're not out of it yet, right? They're still sort of alive-ish.
Yeah, it's
they play the Niners this week on Monday night.
Yeah,
I'm looking to probably fade Phillip Rivers again. I don't care.
Like,
Going back to it.
why would you play Phillip Rivers? Play these.
It's weird. It's completely
so
odd.
dumb.
I don't. It makes no sense.
Anyway. All right.
Say it, Bear.
Thank you, everybody. Less you bet, more you lose than you win. Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.